What's up, everyone? My name is Dave Kim from Grand Rapids Rock Alternative 97.9 GRD. Thank you for being here tonight. Avalanche Tour. Yeah, make some noise. Exactly. It's been a little over a year since this band's been here at the intersection. Halestorm, of course, doing a GRD Live Blitz for us. And you guys, do you ever stay home for more than a few days?
Nope, not at all, actually.
We are home.
We are home, exactly. Whatever rolling monstrosity is parked outside, that's where we live.
In Michigan, yeah! It's our home, away from home.
Nice. This guy was wearing a Machine Shop vest or jacket or something. I thought that was awesome. So you guys, you're supporting your current self-titled album still, but you have been in LA working on some new stuff?
Yeah, we already recorded 2 songs for the new record. Right after this tour, we get back in the studio, quickly record the rest of it, and then right back out on the road. So multitasking at the moment.
Exactly. But although you do have some new stuff, you came out with, we were just talking about earlier, an EP, a 4-song EP of covers called Reanimate. What sprung that idea?
Well, we wanted to have some. We knew we were gonna be having a new record soon, and this one's been out 2 years. As of today, is it?
Oh, is it today?
What is today?
2-year anniversary? Is this a milestone?
Wait, what's today's date?
What's the date? Oh no, that's tomorrow. Wow, it's close.
Tomorrow it'll be 2 years since our.
But we were in Michigan the day it was released, our record, which is funny. But yeah. So we it's been out a while. We need some new stuff out there. We have our live DVD that came out at the end of last year, and we're like, let's put more out until we get this new record done.
It was fun. We did this cover EP in 6 days. We were passing through Pennsylvania, went into a studio. It's called After 7 Studios. It's just a local studio in PA. The guys that own it have known me since I was 16 years old, and so we went in there with one of their engineers and just like, okay, here's the songs we want to do. Let's just do it. So we did a song a day for 6 days and just put it out. So I don't know. It's just you guys deserve to have something else in your car. I mean, we've been touring on this record for so long. It's like, if I hear that song one more time, So we just really wanted to do it for you.
So natural.
And we're doing 2 brand new songs tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
On the new record. Yeah.
Nice tease.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, of course, you wanted to give them new music, which includes a Lady Gaga cover.
Yes, which was actually all your fault. No, we had picked a bunch of songs, and each one of these songs is something special to us. The Beatles cover we did was the first song that we ever really jammed to as a band. The Heart cover is something that it was always my go-to karaoke song. Obviously, there's Skid Row and Guns N' Roses and Temple the Dog in there for a reason. It's part of our influence. And then we needed one more, and we nearly killed ourselves trying to figure out what this one more song is going to be. And so we're like, well, why don't we ask the fans? And the #1 most requested song for us to do was Bad Romance by Lady Gaga. So we're like, okay, let's figure out how to do that one. And we did. So,
as an Asian, I appreciate that you karaoke'd as a child.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Actually, it's funny. We went to Japan for the first time this year and got to actually do Japanese karaoke, which is real karaoke. Well, yeah, but it's more of like, you go in and you rent out this like. How big was the room, Joe? Like very small.
So you get this little room, and they charge you. So it's like individual. You bring your own group in to the bar, and we rented it for like a half hour, an hour, and we spent the first half hour, half the time trying to figure out this machine in a different writing, just hitting buttons till a song started.
Well, the thing is that it's different than in American karaoke. You go and you get wasted at a bar and you sing, Journey in front of a bunch of, strangers, Whereas in Japan, you just go with your friends. And you, like the 4 of us just rent out a room. Yeah.
It's a different kind of fun because we still got wasted. And I think we ended up doing a House of Pain jump around, and all of us were just in there going crazy.
I walked in late, and I go up to the front desk, and I think that's what I walked in on. I jump around, and like there's upstairs and downstairs, and I look at the guy. I'm like, and he's like,
they're down there.
Where's my guy?
Did you crash anyone else's karaoke party?
We should have.
Yeah, we should have.
We actually did end up. We ended up later on. We were just bar hopping, and ended up at some other bar. There was like 2 or 3 other Japanese people there, and us, and and they started doing karaoke on the screens. So a little more American style. So we do like one of our songs, and then Japanese guy would do some song. Sounded totally ridiculous to us. We don't know what the heck he was saying. It sounded like children's music. He's like, boop, 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 and they're like going nuts. And
Very authentic Japanese.
So it was fun though, because we made some friends. So like we would sing like "Sweet Child of Mine," and they would sing along with us, and then they would put on like a famous Japanese song, and we would try our best to sing along with that. So it was fun.
If it was like hey, hey, then we would just sing the hey part. It's like, hey, we're trying.
A for effort.
They appreciated our trying to speak their language and trying to sing along with them. So it was pretty cool. They're really accepting.
Now, back in the homeland, you guys made your late night TV debut last year on Jimmy Fallon. I have to say, I was proud. I'm not even in the band, and I stayed up till like 1:30 to watch it. How nerve-wracking was that for you guys?
It was very nerve-wracking.
Blackout.
Yeah. But Josh and I literally afterward were like, I don't remember any of that. Was it good? Was it good? And it didn't really hit us until to make a long story short, we get there at 2 or something in the afternoon, and we go through a sound check, and we go through the song, and then they're like, okay, well, we don't need you back here until 5. So we went to our Atlantic offices in New York and hung out there, and all of a sudden our publicist calls, and they're like, they just realized that the way you played that song, it's like 5 minutes long. Is there any way that we can shave like a minute and a half off of that? And we're like, oh no, so we're in one of the the cubicles at the offices, like with this dinky acoustic guitar, trying to cut stuff off of the song and make it faster, and how do we cut? And so we're already nervous about changing the song last minute when we're going to be in front of millions of people. But then they stick us in this purgatory room. So it's right in between, they have the dressing rooms, and then there's the stage. And so they stick us in the small room, and they're like, okay, so he's going to announce you, and then just go. And we're like, oh my God, millions of people. So we're all nervous as hell, and it was a lot of fun, and literally I don't remember much of it. We blacked out for the entire thing. So it was
Watching while we're playing. That was nerve-wracking too, just seeing Questlove over there. It's like, hey buddy, better not drop a stick.
This is live, or no, it's not live. It's taped. Whatever.
I mean, 3 million people, whatever. No redo.
Now, you're one of the best bands who keeps in touch with their fans, whether it's through Twitter, HailstormRocks.com, through your blogs. You have an advice column on Revolver. Does that get harder as you get bigger?
I don't think so. I think it's actually helped us, just keep in touch and be a little bit more connected. It's easy to lose your sense of self and your sense of reality when you're, crammed with, 10 people living with you on a bus going across the country, and you're in a different place every day. So this is kind of our way that we can kind of be social and literally get to know all of you personally. And we try to, at every show we try to do, a signing or whatever we need to do to actually be there with you, because believe me, we get sick of each other. We need some fresh, perspective on everything, and I don't know, it's really helped, and it's been really cool. It's actually inspired a lot of our new songs, has been you guys and the stories that I've gotten, from the Revolver column, and I'm doing something on Hard Drive. It's more of an, kind of like a screwed up Dear Abby type of thing. Why anyone would want my advice on some of these questions, I have no idea. But so yeah, it's been really cool. This new record has really been inspired by you guys and everything that you've given us this over the past 2 years. Yeah, that'll be on the new record. No.
Speaking of Revolver, you were named the hottest chick in metal last year. Now, admit your diva tendencies now.
Actually, it's funny. I think it's been my brother living vicariously through me, because he's become more of a diva than I have been.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. I need to be pampered.
We'll go in anywhere, during that whole 2 months that was out, on the shelves. And he would just go running into Borders and be like, "This is my sister." So it's like,
I'd be like, "Lizzie, who is this? Who's that? Who's that on the cover?"
So yeah.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Now when you look in yourself in the mirror differently now, going I really got to keep this up. I can't really let myself go.
Well, now it's like, I can't really, walk around in my pajamas now. Now I gotta like have the heels on all the time, and then
You're gonna end up on people of Walmart if you do that.
Exactly. It's like,
That's her pajamas.
yeah,
She lives like that all the time. Shower, sleep, everything.
Impressive.
Don't
Now,
wake up this quick. It takes a lot of work.
wow. Now, you were one of the last few bands to tour with the late great Ronnie James Dio. Describe that experience.
For me personally, from a young age, I grew up on Dio because when my parents said, "Sure, you want to start a band?" They're like, "Here, then listen to this. This is real music. These are real singers." So we grew up on a lot of classic rock, and Dio has always been just a staple. And even in my iPod right now, he's always there. And so this was actually a fluke accident, us getting to open for them. It was their last. RJ, hold on for 1 second. Oh, you're playing. Oh, okay. All right, a little background music. That's cool. No, we were passing through, actually toward a few days' time off at home. They were playing in New Jersey. It was their last night, of the tour. Coheed and Cambria, which was their opening band, dropped off early, and we ended up, our management called up, and he's like, "Do you want to open for these guys?" I'm like, "I will walk anywhere in high heels to go and play." And it was just incredible. Like, it was a very intimate setting. We were playing a House of Blues in New Jersey, in Atlantic City, and it was just us opening for them. So it was just the two of us in the bill. You're in the middle of singing, and all of a sudden you look left, and there's Dio with his bass ale, just like looking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, And the greatest thing about them is that they stayed with us all night. Like, after the set, after everything, we just got to hang out with them all night, and I told and this was after they signed everything for everybody. They did not leave anybody, even the people out in the parking lot. Dio's just signing everything, anything, taking pictures. And I told him, I'm like, "You're so good to your fans," and I said, "You've been, in this business for like 40 years. You really don't have to be. You could, if you want to be a diva and go hide in your bus, we will allow you to do that." And he's like, "Look," he told me, he says, "It's just a moment in time for you. You probably won't remember everybody's name, but for them, they're going to remember meeting you for the rest of your life. So make sure you give everybody the time of day and everybody the chance that they deserve, because you wouldn't be here without them." And I'm like, you are amazing. So yeah, I'm so sad that he's gone, but at the same time, everything that he's ever said will live on with everybody who's ever gotten to experience it. So
I'm pretty confident he'd be proud of you guys. Now, one last question: when's the new album coming out?
It's gonna come out this year. Actually, it's most likely.
Let's hope in the fall. We know, how things go. So, let's hope.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time.